Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. It's Week 12 in the NFL. We are talking with Jeff Cadillac from jeffcadillac.com. He has chosen New England and Denver as the second game to analyze with us this week. Jeff Cadillac, Denver is a 3-point home underdog. Are you going to go with Denver as the home dog? Are you going to go with the Pats as the road favorite? The total's 44.5. Of course, Osweiler in for Denver. Got a win in the last game. That one was close. It was actually a loser ATS on the closing line, but a cover for most of the for the line that was up for most of the week. The Pats, of course, getting banged up on offense, but they did manage to get an ATS push on the closing line against the Bills on Monday night. And on the earlier line when it was 7.5, it was a loss, but on the closer it was -7. That was a push. I took the under 45 in this one, and I also took Denver +3. Jeff Cadillac, who are you going with here?
Well, I'll tell you, Peter, I love your analysis on this game,
Oh.
but I got to tell you, I got to go the other way. Denver, you got Brock Osweiler. He played a nice game last week, but again, it was against Chicago. They barely beat Chicago, and the old Jay Cutler showed up in Chicago last week. He threw an interception when he could have had a touchdown. He threw a fourth down pass that was incomplete. He did not play like the Jay Cutler we've seen of the last few weeks. He did not play consistent, and Chicago should have won that game outright. Now, Brock did have a nice game, as I said, but again, you're playing against Chicago, which is a team that really is going nowhere. The running game finally got started for Denver, but again, it's against Chicago, who's notoriously bad against the run. What I saw for Denver, I liked so far, but remember, you're going up against New England and Tom Brady. We all know that Peyton Manning is out with an injury this week. We don't know how long he's going to be out, but this is good experience for Denver to see what Brock Osweiler has, whether to keep him or to possibly draft another quarterback in the upcoming NFL draft. New England, we all saw, also got a little banged up against Buffalo because all the games against Rex Ryan, whether he was with the Jets or he's now with Buffalo, are bang him up, sock him up kind of type games. Rex Ryan basically throws the kitchen sink at New England and Bill Belichick. And usually what happens is the Patriots don't know what to expect because Rex Ryan wants to beat up the Patriots so bad to become, king of the hill in the AFC East. The Patriots and the game against Buffalo last night on Monday Night Football, that was a mistake-ridden game on both sides of the ball. I thought the officiating for that game was terrible. They had a lot of conferences. They made some bad calls. They reversed them. But all in all, it was just a bad called game. And there were a lot of mistakes on either side. And I can tell you, Bill Belichick probably after the game probably said as usual, we didn't run right. We didn't throw right. We couldn't stop anybody. We did everything wrong. And he will make the adjustments because Denver probably watched this game and said, you know what? If we make some changes and throw some different looks at Brady, he's not going to know what to expect. But I can tell you this, you could put anybody in with Brady and he seems to win the game. I mean, right now they got Dion Lewis out, Julian Edelman out. Anthony Dobson was carted off the field yesterday. And look who the guys they bring in. James White. Who is this guy? Wide receiver, Chris Harper, Scott Chandler. I mean, a few weeks ago, these guys were driving taxi cabs. And he could still win with these guys. It's amazing. And as long as now Danny Amendola, he's coming in, he's becoming the #1 receiver. He took Julian Edelman's spot right now. I mean, as the slot receiver going down the side, you need 2 yards, 3 yards, bam, he just throws it right to him. And then in the backfield, you also got, of course, you got LeGarrette Blount, okay? Then you got Brandon Bolden. And as I mentioned, James White. So Brady has the tools around him. Now, that offensive line is what makes me a little worried because yesterday, Buffalo was able to get to Brady on many occasions. He got knocked around. He looked like at one point he might have got injured and everything. But I think they will get the kinks out before this game. Denver is a very good opponent for Brady. They have the #1 total defense in the NFL. They have the #1 pass defense in the NFL. New England has the #3 total offense. But New England also has the #1 pass offense because remember, Tom Brady, he's like, he should be on Mount Rushmore at this point for the NFL. You also believe it or not, New England has the #2 rush defense. So what I think is going to happen this weekend is that Belichick is going to make the defense shut down the run, and they're going to put it all on Osweiler's shoulders. Now, if this guy Osweiler can step up and beat the New England Patriots, he's gonna say, you know what? Then this guy has the goods. He is not gonna let the other guys beat him. He's not gonna let nobody's beat him. He's gonna put it all on the quarterback. He's gonna make him stand in the pocket and pick the spots where he thinks he can throw the ball. Denver also has DeMarcus Ware out. He's still out, and Emmanuel Sanders is possibly out for this game as well. But when it comes to Brady versus Denver, I got to take New England. I got to take them as the favorite here, the road favorite, -3. I like I like New England's chances on Sunday night. I like the matchup. I think New England is going to make some changes. They always make changes after a tight game, and they come out like gangbusters. And as long as you got a healthy Brady back there, I mean, hey, Peter, you and I could be the wide receivers, and I think he'll still win.
Okay, Jeff Cadillac on the Pats, -3. I took Denver +3, but much bigger bet on the under 45. It's only a small bet for me on Denver. Jeff Cadillac on the Pats, -3. Jeff Cadillac, tell us about jeffcadillac.com.
Okay, jeffcadillac.com. I analyze all the games for free every week, and you can find some more analysis even on this game on my website on jeffcadillac.com. And my best bet of the week is on Twitter at jeffcadillac1 every Friday.
Thanks, Jeff.